Hey Ely. Alright, part two. So it says we have an equation h equals negative 0.05 x minus 12.5 squared plus 15. And this is the equation of this parabola here. Right? So I'll just highlight them both in pink to make it seem like it's or not to make it seem like, to show that it's matching. And then it's asking for the maximum height that Marcel reaches above the ground. Now, we've already said maximum height's usually about halfway, which will be around there on the parabola. But obviously, we can't just eyeball it and say, oh yeah, it's just about there. So to find it, we have to find the midpoint of the parabola. Now, the midpoint for any parabola, which is ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Actually, ignore that last bit. Ax squared plus bx plus c is negative b over 2a. So I'll just simplify that. Xm for midpoint equals negative b over 2a. So our step one, find xm, and 2, sub xm into h to find maximum height. Sweet. So now we have a plan of action, right? So we'll start off with step one, find xm. So to find xm, we first need to expand our h here so that it looks in the same shape as this. So we'll go h equals 3 right down here. And then I'll just keep this negative 0.05 out for now. And the expansion form is x squared minus 2ab plus b squared. That's just a general form. So x squared minus 2, and a is x, and b is 12.5. So, sorry, a is not x, a is 1, I meant to say. And then b squared is 12.5 squared plus 15. Now, this seems a bit unorthodox, but we can just cancel out, or not cancel out, but we can just ignore this whole last bit because it's all constants. And we don't need the constant bit. We don't need the c bit of this equation up here. So we don't need that bit here. So we can just close it off here and work with this alone. Now if we expand it, negative 0.05 x squared minus 2 times negative 0.05 times 12.5 times x. And this here is our a. And this here is our b. So if we go negative b over 2a, negative 2, negative 0.05, 12.5 over a, 2 times. Now these negative 0.05s cancel, and this negative cancels with that negative, so you get 2 times 12.5 on 2, and the 2's cancel. So therefore xm, so the midpoint value of x, is 12.5. So what this is basically saying is up here, if we do a dotted line down to here, this will be at x equals 12.5, the maximum height. Now, taking that information, I'm just going to erase this working out. Our first step is finished. Point xm we know equals 12.5. Our second step is sub xm into h. So if h equals negative 0.05 x minus 12.5 squared plus 15, we're subbing xm, which is 12.5. So negative 0.05, 12.5 minus 12.5 squared plus 15, negative 0.05, and then this just turns into 0 squared plus 15. Obviously, that's just 0 plus 15. H equals 15 is our final answer. So our maximum height is h equals 15. Hope that makes sense.